Hello. Rather than spend time on my hair, I'm going to spend time cooking, and I'm going to show you guys what I'm cooking. I can't say it, it's palm something, so I've translated it to crispy potatoes. It's from Kitchen. Betsy found this recipe and it is so good. So starting first, I cut up the potatoes and they're going to boil till they're a little bit tender. Alright, the potatoes have been cooked, and you want them so that you can just pierce them. Now, it's not like you're mashing them. You want them to be creamy in the middle but crispy on the outside. So you put them on a baking tray with a paper towel. I limited them since they're short supply, and drained the potatoes. And then what I did while they were cooking is I chopped up some garlic. They call for parsley, but we like cilantro because it's flavorful and we have it. Grated up some Parmesan cheese, 4 tablespoons of butter that I'm going to microwave, and then all that will get mixed in along with salt and pepper. And the butter was kept in the beautiful dish that Bert gave us. So now I'm just going to nuke the butter. Alright, I've nuked the butter, put a little salt and pepper in it. Garlic is going in. The cilantro and the Parmesan, and I'll put all that in later, but right now we just want to mix it up and set it aside, and that's what's going to go in the potatoes after they cook, and it'll melt in there beautifully. So I'll show you how to cook the potatoes. Now we got our cast iron skillet, and you got the olive oil in there, about 2 tablespoons, and you see it doing that shimmery thing. So then you start putting your potatoes in, and I like to let them sit, get some nice brown on them, and then turn them around a bit. So at this point I'm just going to put one batch. It usually takes me two batches. Put these in, put a cover them on them just so they don't make a mess in the kitchen. And I'll brown them up. So what we're going for is a nice brown crispy outside, and it's going to be nice and creamy inside because you boiled it beforehand. Alright, so this is what we're looking for. Let's see if we got it. We're getting there. You see how there's little bits of brown, so you want more brown. Yeah, so get a few more. That bit of brown right there is what you're looking for. So you just want to, ooh, that's yummy right there. That, whoop, oh, that's got a facial. So you're looking for that kind of nice crispy brown. So you just turn it and wait till you get them all brown like that. I find that the potatoes absorb the olive oil. So I just add more as it looks like they might be drying out a little. And then when I flip them, I tend to use a spatula, but it's plastic, so it tends to have a meltdown, much like I do, especially lately. So if anybody wants to get me a birthday present, a heat-proof spatula would be fabulous. I'm sure you can get it on Amazon, free delivery. I'll let you know where I'm living at the time. Anyway, we're just letting these get nice and crispy, so the important thing is to just let them sit, be patient, and then check them, and if they're getting super yummy, just turn them gently and keep going. See what happens to my spatula? It's all bent. Again, I'm sure you can find it on Amazon. So I've got the second batch in, and the first batch I put in the bowl, and now I'm going to start putting all sorts of the yumminess on there, and it's going to melt. And you just want to mix it in. So I'm going to tell you that if you don't want to get your kitchen messy, don't make this dish. But if you want yummy in the tummy, this is your go-to. This stuff is some kind of good. So this heat is going to melt everything back in and just coat it with goodness and yumminess. And as soon as Betsy walks in here, she's going to start snacking on it because she loves this stuff. And right now, she is out there getting the grill going to cook our beautiful grass-fed steaks. And she's having to deal with wind and all sorts of things, but she's a good chef. So the second batch is cooking away, and I just wanted to show you this little thing. I call it the cast iron condom. I'm not really sure what the official name is, but it just goes over the handle. It's a silicone protective cover that actually you can, make cornbread in the skillet in the oven and keep this on. It's super heat resistant, much more so than my poor little spatula. And so I can, grab onto this, hold it, handle it while it's cooking, and it keeps it, it doesn't get hot. So it's a nice, safe kitchen tool. So I just poured in the second batch, and I put all the other toppings in there so the heat will melt it, and it can get absorbed in. So at this point, it's now ready to serve. So the great thing about these taters is, one thing, they're yummy. Also, if you don't have a vent hood and you like to let your family know that dinner's ready when the smoke alarm goes off, this can do the trick, but I recommend running the vent. And the fabulous thing about these taters is they are so yummy with dinner, and then the next day, if you wanted some taters for breakfast, you just heat up a little cast iron skillet, throw these in, crisp them up, and they are amazing. So, bon appetit! My taste tester has just come in. She's been getting the grill ready for the steaks.
This sure looks good. It smells very garlicky. Mmm. Very crispy, garlicky, and the cilantro has a nice pop of flavor.